Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. The phrase today is on second thoughts, and it's all about when you change your mind about something, usually in the same moment as the first decision. For example, I want to go out for dinner tonight. Actually, on second thoughts, I won't. It's when you think about something and then you suddenly change your mind. It's usually little decisions. They're not usually big decisions because big decisions we're usually quite sure about what we want to do. I was going to close the window a moment ago, but on second thoughts, perhaps I won't. I'll leave it open for my little cat so he can get some fresh air. On second thoughts. It's always plural, and it usually immediately follows the first thought. So, for example, I want to go out for dinner tonight to a nice special restaurant. Actually, on thinking about it, or on second thoughts about it, maybe I won't because I've just remembered something else that I have to do. On second thoughts. I've also heard some people using this in the singular on second thoughts, but it's a little bit strange for me because I was always taught that there should be an S on second thoughts. The good thing about it is you can use it in many different tenses to show how you've changed your mind. I was going to walk to the store, but on second thoughts, I decided to drive. We planned to watch a movie tonight, but on second thoughts, playing board games seems like more fun. They were going to paint the room blue, but on second thoughts, white seemed like a better choice. So there we are. That's today's phrase, on second thoughts. Now, to help you along with this phrase, we're going to go through the lyrics of a song. And this is one of these songs where the man is having second thoughts about his relationship with the girlfriend. In fact, not only is he having second thoughts, but it seems they've already separated. The song is called Jessie by an American guy called Joshua Kaddison. It seems that Jessie, and that's the woman's name, because in English, Jessie can be a man's name or a woman's name, particularly in America. I mean, here in the UK, Jessie usually is a woman's name, but in America, it can be a man's name. And I think in the Bible, I think there's a character called Jesse who's male. So that's probably where they get it from. So Jessie, this is a woman. She has a few problems, shall we say, maybe with drugs, alcohol. The song doesn't tell us. And what happens is that she's obviously gone away. I'm not clear on why exactly, but she's not there, and she's calling him on the telephone from Las Vegas. So let's assume that her problem is gambling. So this is Jessie by Joshua Kaddison. So let's begin going through the lyrics of the song. Joshua tells us, From a phone booth in Vegas, Jessie calls at 5 a.m. to tell me how she's tired of all of them. I'm guessing them means the people in Las Vegas. She says, "Baby, I've been thinking about a trailer by the sea." That's like a caravan. "We could go to Mexico. You, the cat, and me. We'll drink tequila and look for seashells. Now, doesn't that sound sweet?" And then Joshua Kaddison in the next line, he says, "Oh, Jesse, you always do this. Every time I get back on my feet." Now, to get back on my feet is a phrase which means to recover. To recover. Okay, so let me just recap. This woman is calling the man from a payphone. It was the 80s. They didn't really have cell phones in those days. Or a phone booth, as we used to call them, those little phone boxes in the UK. Phone booth or phone box, they're both the same things. We hardly see them these days. From a phone booth in Vegas, Jessie calls at 5 a.m. to tell me how she's tired of all of them. She says, "Baby, I've been thinking about a trailer by the sea." That just means one of these portable houses, a caravan. "We could go to Mexico, you, the cat, and me. We'll drink tequila and look for seashells. Now, doesn't that sound sweet?" And Joshua says, "Oh, Jesse, you always do this. Every time I get back on my feet." So you can hear there that it's two people who, for different reasons, clearly are going through some things. And he's saying at the end, every time I begin to get better or recover, presumably because of her, I get back on my feet. Every time I do this, you call and you say these things, these great promises. The next verse makes it kind of clearer. He says, "Jesse, paint your pictures." It means have your dreams about how it's going to be. By now, I should know better. Your dreams are never free. I don't think he's talking about financial costs there. He's talking about the emotions that go with them. "Jesse, paint your pictures about how it's going to be. By now, I should know better. Your dreams are never free. But tell me all about our little trailer by the sea. Oh, Jesse, you can always sell any dream to me." And that means, of course, yeah, I always believe you when you say it. Cynical, isn't he, Joshua Kaddison? He obviously has his doubts, his second thoughts about Jesse. And then later on, he tells us, "She asked me how the cat's been." Okay, so of course, how have you been? How are you doing? How is everything? She asked me how the cat's been. I say, "Moses, he's just fine. But he used to think about you all the time." Really? Cats, from my experience, generally don't care. So I have difficulties with the cat sitting there thinking about Jessie. Well, the fact that we're on a podcast thinking about her might suggest that the cat was also concerned. So it says, "She asked me how the cat's been. I say, Moses, the cat's name, he's just fine. But he used to think about you all the time." We finally took your pictures down off the wall. Oh, really? So he's really got rid of her, hasn't he? Jessie, how do you always seem to know just when to call? She says, get your stuff together, bring Moses, and drive real fast. Oh, she doesn't care much about the speed limits, does she? I'm not sure that song would be allowed by today's standards. And I listened to her promise. I swear to God, this time it's gonna last. So yeah, you see, Joshua Kaddison is being pulled apart there by his girlfriend who's promising him a new life. She's going to stop gambling and drugs and everything. And he's almost believing her again. The fact that he's almost believing her might suggest that he's having second thoughts about how bad the situation was the last time. So to have second thoughts isn't always about a good thing going bad. You can also reframe a bad thing and think about how good that thing was, even though it really wasn't. Moses is a fairly common boy's name in different parts of the English world. Of course, again, it's a religious name. In the Arabic world, it's Musa. I forget what the Spanish version of it is. I think it's Mueses or Mosies, something like that. So, yeah, let's just go through that verse again. So she asked me how the cat's been. I say, Moses, he's just fine, but he used to think about you all the time. We finally took your pictures down off the wall. Jessie, how do you always seem to know just when to call? She says, get your stuff together, bring Moses, and drive real fast. And I listened to her promise. I swear to God, this time it's gonna last. So he's saying the relationship this time is going to last. And then he tells us again, Jesse, paint your pictures about how it's gonna be. By now, I should know better. Your dreams are never free. But tell me all about our little trailer by the sea. Oh, Jesse, you can always sell any dream to me. And there we are, Joshua Kaddison warning us about the dangers of trusting these wayward women. Well, a very nice song, a very nice song. By the way, just a couple of things. This is Easter week here in the UK and in the Western world generally. It's not like that everywhere in the world. I know that the Russian-speaking world has their Easter at another time, but it is Easter week here. So holidays are usually Friday and Monday, although for me personally, I'll be working. I have no plans to take any holidays. In the English world, generally this week is referred to as Holy Monday, Holy Tuesday, Holy Wednesday, then Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Saturday, and Easter Sunday. Now, holy is another word which means sacred or special. Maundy, from Maundy Thursday, I think it just means sad. It's not a word we use anymore, and it's not Monday as in days of the week. It's Monday, M-A-U. So I'm not really familiar with that. Monday, Thursday. I don't know where the word came from, but the day in history had a special religious significance. Most people living in the UK now aren't really so religious, so this week doesn't have any special association or meaning for anyone. We don't have processions, we don't have parades like they do in some parts of the world. In fact, it's something which is very much in the past. Aside from the public holiday, you wouldn't even know that it was Easter, especially since many of our shops are actually open. Okay, so that's it. Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Saturday, and Easter Sunday. And then Monday's a public holiday and everything is back to normal. Unless you really go looking for the history of the week, you're probably not going to notice anything different about life in the UK. Finally, just to remind you, no transcripts today. Transcripts will hopefully be coming back tomorrow because I have to go out now, something special I need to do. I'm on my way to Edinburgh. So enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be back with you. And if you get the chance, do listen to Joshua Kaddison. It's one of these nice ballads to hear to prop you up for the day. See you. Bye.